Hi, this is Kevin with KGM Jam, owner of ProAdvertisersClub, with the PAC report for September 1st, 21. It is already September. Unbelievable. Anyway, prayers go out to the people in Louisiana and surrounding areas. Been there, done that. Not fun. Everybody give a prayer for them. They need it, and hopefully things get much better for them over the next few days and weeks. Um, right now, we are at 294 members, 278 free members, 16 VIP coming up on the big 300. I've been told by Referral Frenzy that if I can get to 350, they'll slap me on the platform. And if that's true, then it's not too long before I'm on there, and which is good for me and good for you and good for everybody. Um, I've the way the show or the reports is set up is I'm going to talk the first 5 to 10 minutes about my site. It's for any new stuff, news, and mostly for new people to show everything that the site has to offer and why you should be using it and how to use it. If you don't want to watch it because you've seen it 100 times, just skip to the middle of the video, and that should be right around this 7 to 10 minute mark is where you'll pick up on the next segment, which is going to be pretty much any way to make money online. And right now that's mostly EFTs and crypto and other affiliate marketing news. The biggest one, of course, though, is crypto and EFTs. You just can't escape it right now. It's everywhere. If you are in on it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't been on it, that's what I'm going to gear to, is people to get in on it. Everybody thinks they've missed the boat, and that's exactly not true. There's much more money to be made with it, and you don't need a lot of money to get into it. I'm talking $5, $10, and you'd be shocked in 5 to 10 years what that $10 can be worth. If they've got things that are going up 10, 20, 100 times from what it is today, like it has since 2010, 10 years ago, 2011, that means if you're putting in $10 today and it goes up 100 times, well, that's $1,000, right? And, or is that, it might be more. But my point is, it's going to be whatever the number comes out to, a lot more than what you're putting in. So don't think of it as $10. Look at it, what it's going to be in 10 years. And then all of a sudden you realize the power of that $10 investment, or even a dollar investment. Okay. If it goes up 100 times, $1 equals $100. So that's really kind of like, if you look at it from that way, is what you're actually putting in. Okay. But anyway, that's a little getting ahead of myself here. Let's go over the site real quick, and then I'll get into the second part. Here's the main. After you get logged in, you go through several login pages. You come to the main page here, and I've got it set up right now. Here, it's changing all the time. It's kind of new, but I'm trying to make it to where everybody on it is taken care of. And of course, the biggest group you want to take care of is your paying group, and that would be the VIPs. And I've got a lot of ideals coming down I just got to figure out how to do it. But the bottom line is, how can you help your VIPs make money? Because the reason they sign up for VIP is you get 80% commission. So I got to provide methods with them to make money. And right now, pretty much the two ways they can make money are the selling other memberships. Okay. And then the other one is the grid click square. That's they'll get 80% of that. And I'll explain more about that in a few minutes. So, but I've got 3 or 4 other things. So I'm going to be adding ways for the VIPs to make money. Okay. So this is not a dead site. It's never going to be one. I might neglect it once in a while because I'm off learning something else. If you're the online business, you need to learn and earn on everything, because it's as fast as you're learning it, it's changing. And that's another thing is I'm going to try to keep it as simple and basic as possible. Now, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not an investor, financial advisor. Listen to me at your own risk. But that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it simple as possible, the basics, which is geared towards new people. Because once you get an understanding of what's capable online, the sky's the limit for you. It's just how much work you want to put into it and how much you want to learn. So I think the most important part is the new people who don't see that. They get on here, they take one look. It's either too overwhelming and I'm not talking just about my site, all sites, or anything to do with online business, because there's so much to learn. But it's really simple. The people who've been on it the longest know that it's real simple to get into it, but it's harder to make it work. And but again, I'm getting way ahead of myself. But that's what I'm going to gear towards is the new people and how they can uh, get into it. And it's a lot easier than they think it is. But it is. It's very overwhelming when you start. So for as far as the free people, which is 90% of the group or more, I want to make it so you can get in and out of here in 5 minutes and do your advertising so you can get to other sites. There's thousands and thousands of sites, and you're going to be able to do so many. So you're going to have your favorite. You might, or maybe you got it set up on a rotation where you do 20 a day, so you end up doing 1,000 throughout the month. It's all good. It's all good when you're getting numbers because it's a numbers game. You have to get the more you advertise, the more you can throw that advertisement out there, the more signups you're going to get. And the more signups you get, the more people you're going to get that support the affiliate program or make you money or buy your product. So again, that's as simple as I can make it. Is it more complex than that? Yeah, it can get very complex, but that's the basic of it. The more, if you think that way, I just got to get these out. And when's the best time to advertise? All the time. All the time. Now, later on, as you get better and you start picking your days and you have the luxury to do that. But when you first start out, anytime, any day, advertise because you have something called residual advertisement. You have something called online presence. When one of the things I offer when you join for free is a lifetime banner. So that means for as long, unless you close the account out, you got a banner that's advertising for free while you're sleeping, while you're off on vacation, while you're working. Uh, Now imagine you got 1,000 sites with the lifetime banner on it. That's 1,000 sites that is promoting your product day in and night and day, and that's an online presence. That's how you're building up your business, and it takes a while to do that. You got to be patient. But that's what the way you should be thinking is. You come in here, you blast out your ads, and then you get off and go do your other stuff because you got probably got to work full time too, and you got a family, you got life, all that stuff. So it's made to get in and out and not spend all day on the site. Okay, you're more than welcome to if you want though. This is a click for the daily bonus. You click on that, and it takes you to. And I'm going to start doing this every day on the PAC report so that one of my members who's advertising gets a free advertisement just through my YouTube channel. This is another benefit of advertising is now not only do they get it from the bonus member click, but they're going to get it through my YouTube channel, which doesn't got a whole lot of followers yet, but one day it will. Okay, and actually, his site, I have a promo code on. If you go to his site and sign up for free, you can get. I think it's on the third page in the free section. Go about third of the way down, and you will see my banner there. Click on that, or underneath it, highlight the promo code. You get more free advertising. But anyway, so every day when I click on this, there should be a different, unless nobody else is advertising, because I got him as the go-to if that's what's going on. Now you get 100 credits. Credits you can use to buy advertising. You can use it to, yeah, buy advertising. So every day you get 100 credits, but then the next day it's 200. Then the third day it's 300. It goes all the way up to 3,000, and then it drops back to 100. If you miss a day, it goes back to 100. So it's a good incentive to get here every day, click the bonus, watch the advertisement. There's your credits for the day. Okay. Takes about 20 seconds, if even that. Here's where you set up your ads, your site tester. Make sure you put your URLs in here, test them. Otherwise, you'll be wasting your money and credits. PAC Report takes you to my YouTube channel. That's where all my videos, you can go watch them. The grid click game is the only way you get your free solo. Everybody gets a free solo who plays. Every day you can come here and mail out a solo. Okay? Every single day. And that's the kind of mentality you got to get into. I'm going to mail every single day. It doesn't have to be the same email. It can be a different one. You could set up, with this setup like this, you could set up 7 different emails that you mail out 7 different days. Or you could do the same email, you know. One of the things you got to keep in mind is, one of the big mistakes I made was I want to promote everything. And when you do, you're watering, only got so much time in the day, you're watering your system down. It's nice to have 10 ads, 10 banners with 10 different things. But this is a little recommendation when you're starting off, especially the guys who've been in it for 20 years, they can have 1,000 different banners because they've built everything up and everything's running smoothly, or you know what I'm saying. But to start off, just pick one program or whatever it is you're going to promote and stick to that for a good long while and build it up before you go on the next thing. Otherwise, technically, mathematically, it takes, if you do 4 different things, it will take 4 times longer to build up instead of just doing the one. And by then you're burned out. Maybe you lose interest and nothing happens. And you miss out on this great opportunity online. Okay, so here's where you set up the daily bonuses. Now you can use your credits to get onto here. You just got to pay. You got to get up enough credits. Here's where you can earn credits. Okay, you use those. You watch these other members' ads, and sometimes you sign up on them because some of them are pretty good. You might look at the same ad 50 times before you decide, you know what, I'm going to check that out all of a sudden. And I have. A lot of times you're just too busy. You're just trying to get your credits that promote your stuff. But all of a sudden one day you're kind of, I got time, I'm going to check it out. So that's why you constantly have to be advertising this. You might not get it on the first day, the second day, but maybe day 300, that person signs up. Okay. Advertising. This is where you can buy all the different kind of advertising I got. I'm going to be adjusting the prices. Right now, they're too high. I want to make them more. What it does is, if you pay for them, you don't have to spend all the time getting all the credits and stuff. Is the whole idea behind that. But I got to work on that. But credits or cash, you can buy ads. Redeem the promo codes. You get 2 promo codes a day if you want them. One comes in the mail. It's loaded with banners, texts, and full page, 100 views each, as well as 1,000 credits. So that's 30,000 credits a month you're getting. Okay. The other one, if you're not seeing it in the email, check your spam. It might be in there. The other one is by playing the crit click game. Okay, you click on that and you go down here, and these are paid for ads. This is somebody who has paid money to put these ads on here. Okay. And it just started about a month ago. It's not very old, but you get 1 slot for $12 or 3 for 30. All right. And this is for a whole year. A whole year. Everybody who plays this game is going to see those ads. Not just that, when they take the splash pages down here on the affiliate tools, which is the 3rd and 4th splash. Well, no, it's the 3rd one only. The 4th one doesn't show it. It is for this, but it doesn't show it. On the 3rd splash page, when they mail this out, say I take that splash page and I mail it out on Hercules Plus, 170,000 plus people. This member is now getting advertisement on the splash page, not just to the 300 in the site, but the 170,000 people on Hercules Plus. And now imagine all 300 people promoting that splash page. This paid advertisement's now getting maybe 1 million mail outs. How many people actually look at it is a different question. But the point is, that's what you're looking for. One, you want most bang for the buck. You want it to get out to as much people as possible and get as many signups as possible. Because once you get the signups, then it's another whole number of how many signups are actually going to participate, stick around. It's a numbers game, flat and simple numbers game. But so this is a great thing to use and get into. But anyway, you click on these between the 1 and 15th click, you're going to win your free solo. Everybody wins, guaranteed. Okay. It's the only way to get your free solo. And you got a promo code, and you go down here and you put it in the promo code. Then you take that promo code. This is the bonus. You mail it to me. Okay. The support. I take that and put it in a will that it's a work in progress right now. It's kind of new and sometimes it messes up, but it will get better. But if you that night, or actually in the morning, I roll it, and if your name pops up for that night, you get a free ad that you will send me the information on, and I'll mail it out to Hercules Plus. Again, more free. So that's right there, 2 solos you could get a day. Okay. You can get another one by surfing at least 5 ads on either here or on your email inbox. And we got a little box here that will show you if you've qualified for the nightly drawing for a free solo. And if you, where is it at? Why am I not seeing? Oh, here it is. Yeah. I have not done it yet. It's at 0. I haven't looked at 5 emails yet, which I do. I do that to make sure they're working. And if they're not, I try to contact the owner. But it will be fully green, and then you are entered. One person will win a solo. And then the other one is, while you're doing all that surfing, I have it set up to where people randomly get solos. Okay? They'll randomly get a solo, which means you technically could get more than 4. On the perfect night, you could win all 4 solos. That's including the Hercules Plus. And then you could win, maybe, if you surf for a very long time, a dozen more, maybe, depending on how the random machine kicks out the solo to you. So keep that in mind. You should be at least sending out 1 solo a day on the site for free. You should be. Otherwise, you're losing it. That's about. Okay, so here's the affiliate tools to promote this site. Go to that, get the banners and stuff. Here's the 2 offers I got going right now. $69 for VIP. I got 86 slots left, or 84. Yeah, I got 84. There's 16 VIPs. And that's a lifetime membership. That's not a yearly. That's 80% commission on everything of what I got going. And like I said, be patient. Give me time. There's more things coming that's going to be, I'm trying to make them very easy to sell so you make money. So once this fills up to 100, it's gone. I'm going to close it. And then everything will be a yearly membership. And if I do it right, you'll be wanting to pay that yearly membership, but it will give the VIP a good way to make residual income. I might even do a monthly thing, maybe, who knows? That's where I'm at right now. It's figuring out exactly what to do. But what I'm trying to say is, it's going to pay to be in the VIP top 100. Okay. It just got to be patient. It might take me a little while to get everything worked out. Up here on the main page, you got this, still the site. That's, you watch somebody's ad. Okay. And they drop off the bottom, and you go on the top. You put it in right here. And as long as you're on there, as long as till the next 5 people you drop off the list. And then you can do it again. More free advertising right on the front page. Okay. Your banner gets placed here. That's your banner. I could be greedy and put my stuff up here. This is for you guys. Every time somebody logs in or changes the page, there's one of your banners up here. Okay. And let's see. And then here's a welcome. If you haven't done the welcome promo, click that, put it on there. But those are the two promos, the grid click game and the email. The gift slot. If you have something to give away for free for a capture page, like a free ebook is the norm, put that on there. If you're upgraded, you get them free, but I think they're like $5 or $10. I can't remember. But you're on one of the login pages that will advertise your item for free if they sign up. And the only thing is make sure whatever it is you're giving away for free, you're allowed to give away for free. Otherwise, you can get in some kind of trouble. Here's edit your profile links. You'd be surprised the amount of people that like to read profiles. And that's a good spot for you to advertise and promote yourself. You have up to 5 sites. Put your 5 favorite sites, including if they're all your own or you're promoting them. And that, I don't know what that managed subscriptions is yet. I got to figure that out. But anyway, if you want a site like this, if you decide you want to have your own traffic ad exchange or downline builder or solo mailer or whatever, go to here, click on this and go to Phil Marr's website. He's got sites already made that you can buy. He's got sites that are, he'll custom make you one, or you can get the script and make it yourself. And wow, I did it a couple months ago back in May, and I love it. It's really the next level as far as affiliate marketing goes. Now some people will never want to have their own site. They just want to promote other people's stuff, and they've learned how to recruit very good and advertise, and they do very well. So anyway, this is what my site has to offer. It's free to join. You can get in and out in 5 minutes. Get in on the VIP while you still can. This site's going to get better and better. We're getting close to the point where I can get up on Referral Frenzy, and that's about it for my site for right now. Okay. I love ideals. Please email me if you can think of anything you'd like to see. If you think I'm doing something wrong, let me know. Right now for payments, I've only got PayPal and crypto. I will give you any of my crypto addresses. You are more than welcome to send me crypto. A lot of people aren't right now, and I don't blame them. But PayPal really is the only form of payment I got right now. I had Stripe, but for some reason, Google Ads Stripe suspended me right after Google Ads suspended me, and I'm still trying to find out why. They just leave it kind of vague. So what can you do? It's their platform. They decide they don't want you. But I think I'm going to get it back. I obviously triggered something. And from what I'm understanding of the research is that they'll go over it. And sometimes in 3 to 4 months, they'll go, okay, this is what, it triggered something, and we automatically shut you down till we get to it and really look it over. And then they'll reinstate me. So I'm hoping that's the case, because as far as Stripe goes, I'm one of thousands of sites that have Stripe that does the same thing. So I have no idea why Stripe did. Google Ads might have been over ClickBank. I don't know if you're familiar with ClickBank, but I had put in an ad on ClickBank that was redirecting to God knows where. And that is what got me flagged on Google AdSense, but I'm working on that too. I've erased all the ads. I didn't open up a new one, which is what I think they're waiting to see if I did, because that's another, you cannot have 2 Google AdSense accounts. It's a lifetime ban if you get caught doing it. So I'm in the waiting game of that. But anyway, there's my site. Now, let's go on to crypto and NFTs. Okay. back in the 70s, I was a big comic fan. I didn't collect them for investment. I collected them. The stories were incredible. I had about 10 title issues that I collected and followed. And then right about going into high school is when I bought my last comic, and never did anything with comics up until 2014. The only thing I did with comics between them was for investment. I might have bought a few comics that I thought were going to go up in value as an investment and would, just hang on to it type thing. Come 2015, Marvel did a digital comics platform. And the concept was you pay a monthly or yearly fee and you would have access to all their comics on the site. Awesome. I signed up. It's $100 a year. They add comics every day, but they've got like 30,000 comics on there now. But I can read everything from the very first comic they put out, which is this one right here, all the way to 6 months from their previous issues. So they're always 6 months behind. So like if a new comic came out in January, you couldn't read it on the digital site until, and I'm talking a hard copy like in the store, you could not read that copy till June. Okay, but that's fine. You got so much to read anyway, you're never going to catch up. And so I never had anything to do with comics, but all of a sudden, by what they did, they now have a customer that was never buying any comics for 20 years, getting $100 a year out of me. Okay. And so, and like I said, there's more than you can read in your lifetime. I get on there a couple times a week and we'll read a few comics. And if the storyline's good, I'll read 2 or 3 issues right in a row. And sometimes you just read one and that's it. But anyway, I've been hearing about NFTs. I'm into crypto big time. Like everybody, I missed the boat on most of it as far as in the beginning. I remember back in 2011, people talking about it when I was working delivering pizzas, and they were all telling that story about crypto, Bitcoin. And there was one guy that I worked with who actually was doing it. He had some. That's about all I know. But God, if I had listened to him and picked up a few for 17 cents, and being that I would hang on to them for 10 years, which most people didn't, be a whole different story, wouldn't it? But so NFTs are the big thing now you're probably hearing about. And I get an email from Marvel Comics, Marvel Digital, and it's saying that the Comey VeVe network is going to drop the very first NFT comic book. And I'm like, well, I've got an interest in both. So I logged on to VeVe, signed up, and got ready for the first drop, which was a couple weeks ago. And to get one of those comics, because there's only 60,000 of them, and then those 60,000 are broken up to 5 different groups with 5 different covers. And here's the 5 different covers. Okay, that's the rare one. This is the most common, and then you got rare, uncommon, and ultra rare. So those are the 60,000 divided. That like there's only 600 of these, only 1,200 of these. You get the picture, and the most are the common. But wow, 60,000. That's not a lot when you look at the whole world. And so I say, and it was only $7 to buy one. Now you didn't know what you're going to get. You'd pay the $7. If you were lucky, you got one because it sells. They've been selling out in under 30 seconds. Okay. They've got 7 comics now they've dropped since this first one. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back to this. So you pay the $6.99. And if you're lucky, you get one, but you don't know what it is. So you could get when you do get it, it's either a super rare or secret rare or an ultra rare, most likely a common because that's the most, they got the most of those, or an uncommon and this. And that's a great system because because these are going for about $5,000 right now from 2 weeks ago. $5,000 for a $7 investment. At the very least, you're going to get a common. And those are going for $17 right now. And then, that's gone up and down. When there's about to be another drop, these prices, people unload some of them. It's not all. Most people are holding this, but you got a few who drop it because they need to get more gems to try the next drop, to try to get the next secret or the secret rare. You see the game that's going on? But man, what a ground floor investment this is, because this site isn't even technically out of beta. They're in the middle of transferring from the network they're on to Ethereum through Immutable X, which probably won't happen until after the Ethereum 2.0 kicks in December, if it does, because they've kind of pushed it back every now and then. But wow, this is something that I have interest in, which is important if you're going to do online stuff. Is you always want to do what you have a interest in. It makes it a lot easier, and it would also help me with the NFTs that I want to get into, because up until then, I'm like, NFTs, what the heck is you read the stories about them going for millions of dollars, and it's a picture, looks like a third grader drew it, if you're lucky, and that's all it is. Now, you can, from what I understand, if you mint your own NFT, which I'll tell you in a few minutes where you can do that at, you can insert a message that only the person who buys it, or you send it to, that they don't have to buy. You can send it to them for free if you want. So that might be good for maybe you took a picture of your husband or your wife or something you guys both like, and you mailed it to them for Valentine's Day, and you had a wonderful message in there, something like that. That's pretty much all I thought maybe you could do with an NFT. But with this, not only is it a picture of the comic, but it's the actual comic. You can read it. It's the whole comic, just like in digital, Marvel Digitals. The difference is this is minted to the blockchain, okay? And so how am I going to explain this to you? So let's say like this one's worth $5,000. There's 600 of them. They also numbered them 1 to 60. Okay. But they didn't do, this is number 1 through 600. And then this is 601 through 2000. No, they mixed them all up. So not only do you not have this as the most desired collectible, but you technically, a common could be the first FR1, which is the minted to the blockchain, which would make that worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. A common that you paid $7 for. Now you're starting to see what I'm getting at here. And this is only the beginning of what. Now they've been open since October of last year, but this is they got the Marvel license, and all this month or August they dropped comic books and collectible statues and figures. Okay, and so the whole month is done. Everything's sold out within, except the Mighty Marvels. The Mighty Marvels kind of stuck around for a day or two with the commons and the uncommons. But like the Captain America statue that they dropped yesterday, that sold out within seconds on the secret rare and the ultra rare, because those were, well, I'll go into that later. So here we are. So I've gotten 7 drops, 7 different comics. The best I've gotten is an uncommon. Okay. And as prices dropped, I tried to pick up, I got nowhere near this, of course, nowhere near the ultra rare, but I got some of the other stuff. And now it's just sit and wait. I mean, once they get fully open to where you can take them off. You can take this comic off this site and stick it in a cold storage, just like crypto, and keep it in your closet. Okay. You can take it and put it on another platform and sell it. You can put it in a different. Now, there's no royalties like on OpenSea, where you're not the artist, you're not the creator, you didn't mint it. So Marvel and VeVe will be getting the royalties as far as it goes in licensing fees and just plain fees, as probably every time somebody sells it, is what I think they're going to do. That's what they do on the site right now. Now, as after you buy it, they have an on-site store auction like eBay where you can buy and sell between each other. And boy, can you find some good deals. I don't know if they're messing up or they put it on there because they just want to get more gems to go do the next drop. But if you're patient and you got some gems on there, the gems equals $1, and you can only buy them with a credit card right now. But Ecomi has a token called OMI that they started last month or a couple months ago, and that's going to incorporate into the platform. And with the OMI, you will buy gems, but you have to do it by gems because crypto fluctuates so much. It would be hard to buy and sell. But with the gems, it's always $1, so it doesn't matter what OMI does. See what I'm saying? So anyway, check it out. This is something that I would. You're getting in on the ground floor, and once the Marvel Digital guys, which are right here, this is what I belonged to for the last 5 years. They once they start realizing what's over there and decide to come into it, there is not enough of these to go around. Once the big money investors start realizing what this is, and they won't till it gets high. That's the weird thing about big money investors. They wait to see it get, once this reaches 100,000, that probably start catching their attention. And also right now, you can't take anything out because it's in the process of transferring over to Ethereum. So you probably won't be able to do that till sometime after January. But once the big money comes in, okay, there's only 60,000 of these. There's only 600 of these. There's only one number one. There's only one number two. You get the picture. That what could happen with these NFTs, I can't even imagine right now. All right. This Marvel Digital, if you used to read comics, you want to catch up, it's incredible. I don't get anything. There's no affiliate market for this or for the VeVe. It's VeVe.com. Just go to VeVe and sign up if you want it. But anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about for VeVe today. I've been telling you about the Red Skull that I got, and that's one of the Mighty Marvels on their first drop that they had done right before I joined. It's hovering right around 150 right now, and I bought in at 130. So it's up. It's been as low as 140. It's gone high as 165. But there's almost 5,000 of those. So that's going to go up a little bit slower. But again, they almost look like Funchi Pops or whatever that big fat is. They kind of went after that market. And once that group gets interested in it, I think that's going to be a really good investment. All right, let's look at the crypto. Here's crypto right here, the market caps. And let's say you know nothing about crypto or you think you missed the boat, which I thought. And I kind of still do. I kind of wish I got into it. I kind of wish I held on to stuff that I had earlier that, you make a few dollars and you think, wow, I made 50% profit when you could have made 40,000% profit, and you sell it because you don't know what's going to happen. And that's why I preach HODL. And I learned that from a lot of guys online, is that if you look at it in a 5 or 10 year period, and you can test this on any thing 10 years ago. Go back to 2012. Pretend like you bought anything, $1 worth, $100 worth. If you had just ignored it for 10 years, Amazon, Tesla, Google, all of those guys, look at where you'd be at in 10 years. So it works. HODL works. I am not anywhere around the guys who can buy and sell every day. Those guys usually got $25,000 or more they're playing with. They, 3% is maybe a couple million of them. So they take their profits and they get off. That's a whole different world. Nothing I'm ever going to try to get into. But the HODL, if you learn how to do that, if you do it, it's 2021 now and 2031. If things have gone up 1,000%, that's what you're looking for. What do you think things that are going to go up 1,000%? That's how you get in on crypto. So $25. You can buy $25 of a $47,000 Bitcoin. People don't realize that. But if it goes up 10 times in the next 10 years, well, that $25 all of a sudden is $250 that you just deposited. And if you look at it that way, you'll be a lot better. It will make more sense to you. But the easiest thing here is stick to the top 10 when you're starting off. Okay, they've been around the longest. They've proven themselves the longest, and yeah, that's about a simple way to start off, and it's probably as much I'm going to explain today. I'll get into more. Coinbase, I recommend. That's what I use. Okay, it's simple. You're not going to get to buying and selling on that because the fees are too high. But to get in and start, and right now, if you join Coinbase, okay, if you go through my link, you get $10, and so do I. If you go directly to the website, you only get $5. But I'll leave the link below if you want to join. And if you spend $100 on Coinbase, is when you get the $10. Not until then, but that can be accumulative. So say you do $10 a week, and in 10 weeks you get your $10 because there's your $100. But even if you decide you don't want to spend any money there, they're giving away free crypto. And right now there's 5 different crypto that you get $3 of each if you watch some videos about them. And unlike the newest one, which is Rally, when I did the 3 videos, I got a total of 6.5 coins. Now those coins right now are only worth 50 cents. So it's $3. But what you got to realize with crypto, Bitcoin at one time was 50 cents. So let's say Rally one day did what Bitcoin is now. I'm not saying that's what it's going to do, but that's what you got to think about. You're talking those 6 coins could be worth $300,000. Okay? Probably not, but it's going to be worth more than 50 cents. I'll tell you that. Cardano. It's not even live yet. I mean, they've got a lot of, it's a great project, great names, a lot of money pouring into it. It's got the 3rd biggest market cap, but they don't have the smart contract set up yet. And I don't even want to pretend like I know how to explain that. But it's supposed to be set up at the beginning of this month sometime. And it's only at $2.84, but it's its market cap. It's $90 billion. So with $25, if you got in on it, you could get 12 of them. But this is if it does what they say it's going to do, this is a crypto that definitely could go to $100. Definitely. Don't see why it couldn't. The problem is with the circulating supply. There's so much of it that they say, it's harder for the market cap to get that to where it's going to be $1,000 a coin. But here's what the mathematicians and the people who claim what they know what they're talking about just don't seem to take in consideration. And I'm going to point out Dogecoin. Dogecoin's another one. There's so many of them. There's nothing on Dogecoin that, and I call them mathematicians because they always use the numbers. The numbers, and usually the numbers are right. It's not that they're wrong, but here's what they're wrong about. Dogecoin should not be anywhere near like this yet. Here it is at $36 billion. Okay, number 7 in the world. Why? This is a coin that you should run from on paper. If you do the math, there's nothing explaining why it's at 28 cents except this one fact. People love it and people believe in it. And it's so abundant that some place like Walmart or Amazon or who knows will adopt it one day, which will probably make it skyrocket again. And a little less than a year ago, you could get this for 0.007% of a penny. So think about that. Anyway, I don't want to go too much more into it. I got to get going. It's been a long enough video. I will have this every day. I'm going to be talking about crypto, economy, and my site. All right. Thank you for watching.